Hello, everybody. Here's an experiential exercise for your inquiry. It's called, What's Here? I hope you'll just let it resonate and settle in with you, following along. So let's start. And we'll start with a period of simply doing what we are accustomed to, practicing either metta, if that's your entryway into ease, or practicing classical mindfulness, the body, sensations, breath, whichever you prefer, or any other practice that you're accustomed to and at ease with. An initial period right now, allowing your eyes to close. Being present. And if you choose at the beginning to take a couple of deep breaths, if that helps, please do. And so now, coming to an end of this settling in period and observing this was, for most of us, a time of focusing on an object, whether it was breath, body sensations, or metta. There was a focus on the content of your perceptions. Now let's move into another part of this exercise. And for this, it's going to involve, at least initially, some visualization. So I invite you, please come along, visualize here, and we will move more deeply into our exercise. So imagining that you have just come in from an area where there are rolling hills and fields, and you've entered a building where there is a foyer. It's actually kind of open. It's a portico. And foyer isn't just a hallway, but the sides are partly open so that you can see the fields, the hills around. The walls are brick. The floor is brick. And there are potted plants in this foyer, in this hallway. As you step in, you like it. It feels good. You feel safe there. Your intention as you move into the entryway is to move into the room that is at the end of the entryway. But before you do that, there are shelves against the wall, and you're being asked to leave your things on the shelves, your thoughts, your emotions, your ideas, your opinions, your fears, your strong points, your vulnerabilities, leaving it all the things that you identify as being you for right now. And you are able to do it. You do this because you know after you come out from the room, you can pick up anything you want. No problem. So leaving these things on the shelf, you move over to the door and open it. And you step into the room. There's just soft light in the room. Carpeting on the floors. But otherwise, the room is empty. Empty, and yet it feels good. You feel safe there. You know you're safe there. So standing there, just absorbing this environment of this room. Now I invite you to remain in your mind in this room. And I'm going to ask you some questions. And as I do, there's no need for you to do anything, to be anything, to undo anything. Just listening. No need to think or to analyze. Simply responding to the questions, if you will, from your direct, immediate experience. Leaving eyes closed. So here are questions. Did you create what you're experiencing now? Are you imagining it? Is it a belief or an opinion? Did you have to study to experience this? Is it a result of practice? What you're experiencing now? Is it an object? Does it have a shape? Like a chair, for example, might have a shape. Is there a shape? A size? What about a sound? Or a smell? Does it feel strange and unfamiliar? What about gender? Does it have a gender? Masculine, feminine? Can it be frightened or anxious or scared? So what you're experiencing now, can it be sick? Can it be for anyone or anything? Or can it be opposed to anyone or anything? Can it have problems? Does it have limitations, boundaries to it? In fact, does it have an inside or an outside? Can it be born? Can it fade? Is there time in it? Days or hours or minutes? Is it near you or far away? In fact, is it separate from you? Does it belong to you? Is there a you and an it? Two different things. What is it that's here? And now coming to an end. To the experience of being in this room. You turn, walk over to the door and open it. And stepping back into the entryway, closing the door behind you. You stand there. Perhaps just settling in outside this room and maybe recognizing something has come along with you. Maybe not. Just noticing. And now you walk over to the shoe rack, on the rack, the shelving of shoes and everything else, and pick up your belongings, whatever you wish, retrieving them, taking them with you as you wish, and moving through the entryway and outside into this sunny day. Thank you. This was an exercise based in the spirit of Zen Buddhism and adapted from an exercise developed by Muji Baba in the Advaita tradition.